Another day and another big late sell-off on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average decreased a little more than 500 points, which was actually up from the day's low of 700 points down. The S&P 500 finished down 6% to end the day at 896 points, and the Nasdaq was also down 5%. All of this seems to be driven by poor profits for several important U.S. companies and a disappointing outlook on the future. Analysts are saying that this marks a transition from what has worried most investors over the past month.
So the focus seems to have shifted in the market from the credit crisis to the earnings and the economy.
Profits from several big companies are the main reason the stock market saw its decline today. There were disappointing numbers from AT&T and the same from Boeing, plus Wachovia reported a $24 billion quarterly loss, which is one of the largest ever for a bank. All of these really seem to be weighing heavy on the market. And though the price of crude oil continues to fall, energy companies also took a big hit today. ExxonMobil posted a 7% drop with their third quarter earnings. It's a busy time for earnings statements. This week on the S&P alone, about 1/3 of the companies are releasing their profit results. And so far, those results have been even worse than expected.
So far this quarter, it looks as though there's been about 141 companies in the S&P 500 that have reported, and they're down about 27% on average, which is worse than the street was forecasting, about an 11% drop in third quarter earnings. So,
analysts warn the news isn't going to get better anytime soon. As investors look out to next year, they say corporate profits may fall even more. That's not to say there weren't any bright spots in the market today. The stock from Apple actually increased 13% with the news that their quarter profits soared to more than $1 billion. Despite the recent effort to fight off the feeling of a global recession, that fear seems to have taken hold of investors. Still, President Bush is going to be meeting with several world leaders at his economic summit in Washington, D.C. on November 15th. Just another sign of more global cooperation. In New York, I'm Steve Pacer.